This book is nuts. It's not often that you get a book review here on the PigCake channel. However, this book is an exception. Blood Secrets by Isaiah Okey. I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if it's Okey. I don't know if it's Oak. Either or, I was trying to figure out the name of this book forever after I've read it, and I completely forgot the name. However, this is the book. It's called Blood Secrets. And the reason I recommend this book to you here as the PigCake community is because the book has to deal with juju. Juju is the original form of what is known as voodoo. You could say that juju is like the cool older brother to voodoo that's the young cousin that has a learning deficiency. It's also funner to say. Now, the book is about an individual who was born into a Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. It catalogs his life from an infant all the way to adulthood, where he pretty much turns into Christianity. Now, the reason he turns into Christianity is this woven story as to how this individual lived in this culture that promoted the idea where you could actually cause curses on individuals through the use of nefarious spells. I really don't want to ruin what actually takes place in order to actually have that happen, but it's a very interesting read. Now, yes, it's a true story. And yes, it's from a Nigerian, so I'll leave you to figure out if you want to believe it or not. Although personally, I've received an offer from a Nigerian relative that, well, let's just say things are really going to turn up for Piggy. I'm rich, bitch. I'm rich, bitch. Now, the man was initiated into the actual priesthood for his particular religion, which makes it more interesting when he turns away from it and suffers the consequences of doing that with the people from his original tribe. Part of that priesthood involves being a part of this process called the 200 cuts ritual, which is probably the most barbaric thing I've ever read. Suffice to say that it's a human sacrifice of an individual that gets them apparently to a higher plane in the angriest way possible. That way the gods are more likely to pay attention to him rather than anyone else because of the violent way in which he died. It really was beyond belief, and when I was reading it, my mouth was agape. It talks about his upbringing in school and his attempts to try to use his powers on students. It's weird for me to recommend this book without recommending my book, The Art of the Squeal, right here, available now. You could get it in the link in the description section below, along with my other book, The View from Down Here. Check them out. They're fun reads. They're exciting. They're anecdotes that allow you to know where the tricks came from in the books. They're magic books. If you happen to have stumbled upon this channel for some godforsaken reason, and if you happen to be interested in magic tricks, I suggest the PigCake Magic Academy, the home of over 1,400 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, everything you need to become a great magician. Go ahead, check it out. I'm always uploading videos, so it's not like it's just 1,400 videos. I'm always uploading, so check that out. Again, the link is in the description section below. All for the price of a single White Claw a month. Now, the book is available online. I found certain nefarious PDFs that if you may or may not want to find the location of that, you could potentially hit me up. However, I'm just going to tell you that you should actually buy the book through legitimate means. But it really was eye-opening. It was eye-opening to the side of the planet that you really ignore. And this being a magic channel, you could see the connections between traditional magic and voodoo, especially in the upbringing of magic historically, and seeing how certain cultures reacted to that. Simple tricks were seen as way more than they actually were, to the point where people were judged for that quite harshly. And here you see a version of that that's just absolutely brutal. So some advice at the end of the video. Some advice at the end of the video. Some advice at the end of the video. Again, I like to give advice with things that are around me, things that you could kind of pick up on that are different than the context of the video, because then it's actual real advice. It's things that you could take on to your real life. Now, this is something that I'll tell you to avoid. This is a knife sharpener that I got off of, I don't know, Temu, maybe. And it's garbage. It's garbage. You don't want these. As much as it pains me to avoid simplicity, which is what this provides you, because you could just put the knife in and slide it back and then get it sharpened, it pretty much rips your knife apart. It shaves it. You don't want that. What you rather have is something like a whetstone that allows you to more refinedly sharpen your knife, whereas this it straight up shaves your knife. And yeah, it's sharp, but at what cost? You're essentially losing bits of your knife gratuitously to this. You want to have a little bit more control and get something like a whetstone rather than this pull-through knife sharpener. The ceramic one is a little bit, I would say, easier on the knife than this one, but this one I tried it with a test knife and just bits of knife were flying everywhere. So if you get one of these, don't use it.
I see you again, when 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 I see you again.